That's
yeah.
easy.
Everybody, say hi to Gene.
Howdy, hi, hello.
Yeah. So Gene here is, for those of you who are just joining or know me but don't really watch anything I'm a part of, Gene is part of my buddy Kyle's Starfall group, so we've become friends by proxy.
It's been really delightful. It's kind of a thing where you have the D&D session before you make the friend, but the friend is really neat. So, is a delight to be on here. Thanks for having me aboard the aboard this. What does that say? What did I say earlier? Soul Silver adventure.
Yep, we're playing Pokemon Soul Silver. Have you? Okay, I don't know how much exposure you've had to the series, because I know you're doing Fire Red on Starfall, and you're playing, you're straight up playing the game on Kyle's computer.
I'm pretty much playing the game. The really crappy choice of what moves to use against what Pokemon is evident by the fact that I am playing. I'm slapping on, especially because I'm doing it. Oh, it's really weird. I'm doing it through Kyle's computer, right? The game is playing on his computer, and then I'm basically possessing his computer through a Microsoft Help thing or something.
Yeah, it's
like a computer, a mouse override, and then I am playing the computer I'm playing the game on his computer from the other side of the country or something.
Yeah.
So there's always a bit of latency with choosing which move, but that doesn't excuse me using one physical move 16 times over.
I mean, yeah, you literally poison sting everything.
It's the only thing that I think works.
Now, you're going to realize really quickly that you and I are very different, because I'm a big fan of this series, and I'm actually excited for Sword and Shield in spite of all the stuff that they're doing that's not good. But yeah, so what all do you know about Pokemon? How familiar are you with the series?
Well, I've watched a lot of people playing it over all the years.
Yeah.
I'm really sad to say that first time that you're seeing me playing it really is my first time being the one playing the Pokemon game and going through all the dialogue and such.
Okay, I get that, you know?
I get the attitude, and I get the peak moments, which one of those games do you fight the head magma guy in front of a big old volcano?
Yeah, that's I think you've got Ruby, you've got Emerald, and then you've got Omega Ruby, and they're all that.
I basically understand all the high dramatic moments, but none of the dialogue, because I've never gone through any of the dialogue. I also I've never had that feeling of having a full Pokemon party and having a personal connection and choosing which ones are my favorites. And
yeah,
it just wasn't part of my childhood. I was really into the show when I was a kid. That was my shit, but never played it.
I actually was never allowed to watch Pokemon as a kid. When I was in 7th grade... Oh, dropped my stylus. But when I was in 7th grade, we were basically... My dad, who was super against it, because his friend, blew $100 on Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yeah.
Puts a bad impression.
Yeah. But he was, he was living about 3 to 4 hour drive away from us, because we were still in school and we had moved in the middle of the semester, which is not a good thing. So my brother was like, I want Pokemon Diamond for my birthday, and my mom was like, okay, sure.
So sounds like a good idea.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through the adventure info just in case you haven't seen this before. Just in case you're actually watching it on the stream.
Yes.
But I think it's almost, but not quite the exact same thing as in Fire Red.
It's that same kind of direction it's sending in, the same kind of motivations.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
The way it kicks off.
Hey, have personal growth. It's basically all.
Don't forget to achieve personal growth, because you can do it, and you can be the one to catch them all.
Yep.
And be the best like no one ever was.
Now,
so on and so forth.
I would like to mention that my favorite Pokemon in the entire series came in the game after this one. So that's gonna be fun. By the way, poor Lemic, since you're the only one watching, how's the audio?
My man. My man, poor
Lemic Z.
Poor Lemic Z.
Yeah,
That's
he's named his he's based his username on Porygon's final form.
Yes.
Which is
also
cool.
That he did specifically say earlier, don't add me. So.
Well, no, he said, AKA the best Pokemon game, talking about Soul Silver. Don't at me.
Don't add me on the part, but yeah.
Yeah, because like we agree,
purposes.
we disagree on that, but we agree to disagree.
Where the hell did my man Oak get this sweet ass yellow blazer?
I don't know, but I kind of like it.
Yeah. Also, is this swearing on your stream okay? I don't mean to make a big old impression. I'm just kind of casual at the moment. I'm sorry. Still waking up. Is the swearing okay on your stream?
Don't worry about it. Like,
I'm just kind of going with a casual attitude.
Yeah, go as casual as you like, cause like I stream and record with my buddy Raj Jimbo, who's also on the same like Patreon Discord server that I met Kyle on, and he's got a lot of swearing that he works through. So
yeah. Was he the other guy when you were? Was he the other guy when you were playing that Castle Crashers?
Yeah, there. Okay, so there was the guy who was playing the alien. That's Jake. I met him through Edison, and he was part of the old Castle Crashers group. And then Jimbo is the Red Knight.
I see.
Yeah.
I remember that. Jimbo wasn't there. Also, so you are a boy then? Maybe I can't tell. It's going good.
I always do that because I'm not original.
Coolman.
Yeah. I actually picked that name because of this game. I'm not 100% sure why at this point, but I've just kind of stuck with it ever since.
That makes a lot of sense. There's always the good old additive of, oh god, did you just unform into a... No. I thought you unformed into a baby. You're actually just reducing size on the screen. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. It's good names.
So
it's good start. Also, very cool hat.
Yeah, it's... I think this is one of my favorite character designs. 7 characters for your name up until Gen 5, that's correct. And then they changed it to 12. Yes.
A little sporadic in the decision, right?
I think it's just because like they had such a limit on characters they could use for so long, and then they upgraded the new like software with 3DS, and they're like, it's probably time we fix this. Hey, Sonic Sceptile Warrior, nice to see you.
Delightful, welcome. Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, happy camera up day. Actually, it'd be more like Nummel. Anyway.
More like what?
More like Nummel, because it's only got one hump.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Singular hump day.
So this is this right here is the reason this is like superior to most other Pokemon games. Just that bit right there.
This bit where blue Electroid rat zips up to you and then leaves.
Yeah. So Soul Silver was actually released, I believe, on the 10th anniversary of Pokemon Gold and Silver. And they decided, because it was such a momentous occasion that they lined up the schedules completely by accident, they decided to add in a feature that they had put in the previous installments, but only in a certain area. But you can have the lead Pokemon of your party walking with you at basically all times.
Oh shit! This is actually like the what's the current game out right now? Like Pokemon Let's Go or something?
Yeah, Let's Go is the Let's Go is based on Pokemon Yellow, which was the first game that did that. It did that with only the Pikachu you got at the start, and then Diamond and Pearl came out in at the start of Gen 4. And they gave us Amity Square which is a specific location where you can walk with specific species of Pokemon.
Like, with multiple species of Pokemon, you can just walk around in this particular bit.
Yeah,
You
like
just go for a little walk.
selected species of Pokemon, like Torchic was one of them for some reason because it wasn't available in that game. I know Baneri was one of them. I don't actually remember all of them, but it's stuff like Clefairy and Drifloon, stuff that's just conventionally cute.
That just makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
The stuff that walks around with you. Quick question:
Go
Are
right
there
ahead.
any of the Doggo Pokemon? You know, the various, the one that looks like a Doberman, and then various others. And
Okay, so
Are they-
Johto
are they
is actually the
walk-
generation that introduced Houndoom.
oh shit!
Yeah. And then of course you've got Growlithe and Arcanine. I think that's actually in Heart Gold, not Soul Silver. Soul Silver has Vulpix, which, if you ask me, is superior.
That sounds pretty good. So all these
Alright.
places have a park like Amity Park.
No, in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, you can do it literally everywhere in the game.
Oh crud!
If the Pokemon's too big, then it won't be able to be used in. It won't be able to be out of its ball indoors. But yeah. Horlemic's right. Your starter's 2, but that was only in Platinum, not in Diamond and Pearl. Okay, so are you familiar with the Johto starters?
Crud! How does it go again? It's
Grass, Fire, and Water.
one of them. One that looks like a little soybean with a leaf growing out of its head. It's got 4 legs.
Chikorita.
Yeah, that's the one. Then you got the freaking fire chicken.
Chicken.
It's a saucy. It's a spicy fire chicken.
That's no chicken.
It's a chicken.
You're talking about Cyndaquil. You're talking about my boy.
Forgot you. Harder.
Yeah.
He's one of the cutest and also a great logo. I might add. You know, a little completely unrelated note. Yeah.
I am so proud of the
Maker
logo. Like, I'm so proud of my personal logo. I did that all myself.
Exactly. What the hell was the water for this one? My freaking brain.
Here's
How
the
long
funny
ago
thing.
was it?
I named myself after the Cyndaquil line. But my favorite starter of this set is actually the water one.
Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely. I tried doing a Pokemon Soul Silver series when I started my channel. And then my system broke. And my brother was at fault, but he doesn't blame himself anymore. Because of course he doesn't.
Makes sense.
But I did not use Cyndaquil as my starter. I used the water starter for that.
Wow.
And it's a freaking Chad when it fully evolves. Surprisingly, it's actually Jimbo's favorite Pokemon.
Would you care reminding me what this water type is? Because I'm drawing a blank here.
Yeah, sure.
I can't exactly.
Totodile.
Exactly. It's the freaking. Is it?
It's
is
the
frog?
Gator. It's the Gator
It's the
boy.
gator. It's the gator.
Yeah, it's the Gator boy.
Every expression from this little fella is absolutely like Chad Pokemon style. It's perfect.
He's
Honestly.
so good. I love him to death.
He's a good little fella.
When I was in 8th grade, I was part of this. I was basically accepted as part of this group of friends that were like mega Pokemon fans because I was just getting into the series,
Makes sense.
and I was basically designated the water starter user in the group because like one of them would always pick fire with the exception of Generation 3, where he always picked Mudkip. And then the other guy would always pick grass. No exception.
Like you just had the two sides of a vehement.
Yeah.
It's not even like a feud. It's just like I am what I am, more of attrition kind of thing.
Yeah,
Among a group of friends.
I honestly, like, I prefer the water starters for the most part. Like, I'm usually split between grass and water, and then when I'm not, like, the fire one is second favorite in the set.
Starters are an amazing thing, you know?
Oh yeah. Starter Pokemon are great.
Alright, so.
So, Yeah, I've
Holy crap.
decided to nickname Totodile Genius after after the guy who I'm co-commenting this with.
Oh my. Yo, I don't mean to like give out too much information on myself over the internet, whatever, dark web, come and get me. But the point being is, you know what's funny about my name?
What?
Most people would assume that if you have the name, like, much like the man who, I think he, created Star Trek or something.
Oh yeah, like Gene Roddenberry, yeah.
Yeah, is Gene Roddenberry. Most people assume that your full name is Eugene, and that you are referred to in shorthand.
Oh, I actually thought that Gene was just its own separate name. Whoops.
Well, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
You're correct. Most people are incorrect. Most people think it's freaking Eugene.
That's great.
You know.
That's really funny. I wasn't expecting that.
Exactly. So, Gene Roddenberry is a correct pronunciation.
Yeah.
It's not Eugene Roddenberry. Eugene Roddenberry is some dude in Florida. He's probably Florida man. He's probably Florida man.
Yeah. By the way, just freaking look at Totodile. Like,
Totodile's freaking little thing.
Isn't that cute?
Little stinker. Little.
Yeah. So you can just turn around and your
This is
Pokemon
amazing.
will have found something or something along those lines.
Did you say it doesn't know its own name?
Just getting used to its own name because you just gave it a name. Yeah, people are talking about their favorite starters in each set in chat. Oh yeah, Trico, duh, from Sonic Sceptile Warrior. That's fair. So I think where I stand is Bulbasaur, Totodile. I flip-flop between Trico and Torchic. I think Trico most often. Piplup, Snivy, Brokey, Litten, and then I think I'm gonna wind up going Sobble when Sword and Shield come out.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Which one is Sobble again?
Sobble's the water one that can that's basically a chameleon.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that little one. Doesn't he have like a little yellow thing sticking out of his head or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's delightful. Dude, I gotta pull up the list of starters and get them all back into my head again.
Oh god, poor Olemic. Chikorita was my least favorite until Gen 8. Now it's my fourth least favorite. Wow! That's savage, my dude! That's so savage!
I love the implication is that you're racking up more hate, thus it is pushed up the line and more appreciated.
Oh my god! That's really funny.
It's like anti-hero tier list. I hate more things, thus I dislike this less.
Really good.
Not to put you on the spot, but it's, you do what you do and you enjoy what feels right in the gaming world and all that.
Yeah.
You be you. That's a
you go
basically
enjoy the things you like to enjoy, you know?
either way, why is this guy staring
Oh yeah.
into a house?
So he's not staring into my house, he's staring into the lab. And
Oh, it's a laboratory.
hey Val! Welcome to the chat. So right.
Hello and all that.
I didn't mean to go upstairs.
There you go.
There we go. Everyone
Can't
says
stop.
this Totodile is cute. You saying he doesn't look badass? What's wrong with y'all?
I mean, he kind of looks like a little blue goat from this angle.
That's true.
He's a tiny little fella, and from the start of his life to the end of it, he's a chonky little fella.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh man.
Cute, soon to be badass. I think, okay, if memory serves, I think if you click yes on whether you know how to make a phone call or not, you actually get more dialogue.
Oh, it sends you more dialogue stuff. You can choose whether or not to be called, and
Oh no. So
oh shit.
looks like it'll be beat up.
It's because you're doing it through a handheld thing, and that's how you get a phone call.
Yeah.
Is that
So what it is Basically, they're gonna give you the tutorial whether you want it or not. But I think they actually give you more tutorial if you say you know what you're doing.
Or say like, yes, I'm a trained expert. They're like, great, I'll sign you up for the beginner course.
Exactly.
That's pretty good.
Meanwhile,
Also,
if you're like,
Professor-
I think I know what I'm doing, alright, you're good to go. Yeah, here's...
I mean, I just kind of watched somebody do it, and they're like, you seem like the man for the job. Also, he chased you outside of his house.
Oh yeah, he absolutely did. Except he doesn't have running shoes, so he can't really chase very well.
Nah. Plus, his receding hairline isn't very aerodynamic.
Yeah, I believe it.
But, you know, it looks good for him.
Rowan is my favorite professor, but Elm is a pretty close second.
Elm seems alright. Well, I like the majority of them.
Most of the professors are great, honestly.
People said that I'm like Sycamore, but not hot. It's basically my whole existence. You know, just a gangled dork.
Yeah, Elm doesn't do a whole lot in terms of being a professor, but I can't help but appreciate him. Alrighty, let's do a fight.
Sick. It looks like if you push this thing, it would make like those. It would make some kind of squeaky sound somewhere. Literally standing up on its tail. It's lighter than air.
Yeah. Now this is Pokemon Chuck Norris. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sentret?
Yeah, Sentret is Pokemon Chuck Norris. You haven't heard that before?
I have not actually. This is my
Oh,
first
it's
time
great.
hearing that. Dude, you're basically playing Pokemon with a 60-year-old man. Is what you're doing right now with me being on the stream.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm just gonna comment on it. Did you ever see those videos where somebody what the hell is it? It's like my 42-year-old dad names all of the
Yes!
all the Smash characters by sight.
I love those videos. They're so good.
Is this one Jigglypuff and it's freaking Link?
Yeah. Like, how do you do
You
that?
know, like that comedy. It's basically what you're getting from.
It's a Pidgeon!
Holy crap! It's got red Yeezys, ready to pick a fight.
Ray Beezies.
Red Yeezys with the talent extensions, but
Yep.
also incredibly weak to getting punched in the face.
Yep. I'll tear your beak off! Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I know it isn't original, but you've probably seen that thing that rationalizes Pokemon weaknesses.
Oh, yeah.
And the half damage against fighting moves is the last one, which is a good punchline, being the one that's like, have you ever tried to punch a bird?
Have you ever
Realize how
tried to punch
difficult-
a bird?
Realize how difficult it is to punch a bird? Of course, fighting moves are going to be.
That one's really good. I'm trying to remember. There's one really good one that explains like why Fairy has its weaknesses, but I don't remember how it works.
I don't know much about Fairy. I've been real out of the loop since Fairy got in the mix.
Yeah, Fairy was basically introduced to to be a nuke against dragon types, and then suddenly it became the overpowered type that everyone needed to kill. Because, like, here's the thing. Almost every single Fairy-type Pokemon has, like, they've got weaknesses to two types of moves. Poison and Steel. Steel is not known for attacking, and Poison is basically just status effect type.
Yeah, they basically say you got. Wait, is the freaking which one's the Metapod that can turn into Harden? Is that Steel? Is that a Steel Pokemon?
No.
Damn.
Like,
I just got tricked by it always looking silver whenever it went up and when it went and hardened as Metapods do.
yeah, because they like look like they turn into metal, which is weird, and I don't know why they do that.
It's kind of like a joke, you know.
Yeah.
Some visual comedy. Either way, I see what you mean in the sense of like Steel doesn't like they basically gave it a non-weakness.
And then it was made even worse because a lot of them can either just negate the fact that poison does damage over time with leftovers, and they're super bulky. Like most of them, like they take hits like no one else.
Really demolishing.
Also, this old man is the first person who like has been running in this game.
Like in all this game, everybody's been like, he's a man in a hurry, man.
He is.
He doesn't got time to wait around.
Like he's got time to show you around town. But he also does not have the time to show you around town leisurely. Like,
what if it's like you're a Walmart greeter, but for literally an entire like city limits? You
yeah,
have to give them a tour, so you have to do it quickly before the next guy shows up.
that's probably what it is. But he also like gives you running shoes straight off his feet.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That's a
Yeah.
really clever introduction. You have this guy that's like, look, man, my shift was just about to end, and then you showed up, so let's get this done quickly. And he's zipping around, and he's like, anyway, also here's some shoes.
Yeah.
Zip around if you're in a.
Also, there's. This is like the only game that does this, but there's like a button on the touchscreen you can press and like keep constantly running. You can just auto run in this game.
Oh wow.
This is the only Pokemon game that allows you to auto run, not counting the bike.
Right. Bike isn't exactly running, but it's not very dissimilar.
Yeah.
Also, you have to physically hold a button in order to sprint for an extended period of time. Like you yourself on the device, you gotta hold the button.
Oh no. Here I'll show you how it works actually.
Sounds good. In the meantime,
In the meantime, heal up.
Nurse Joy, number 75.
Yep. Number 682.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So my hand is currently only touching the circle pad because D-pad's too far down.
I see. Oh lord.
Yeah, I don't have to hold down anything. I just tap the button and go.
Oh lord, he running.
There we go. I turned it off.
That's amazing.
Yeah, auto run's pretty good, but it's not my cup of tea.
I can very much understand that. Games like these, you're supposed to take your time, talk to everybody inside of all of their homes.
Yep. I don't believe you can actually catch any Pokemon until you get the Pokemon catching tutorial later, but I'll check in the shop just to...
What kind of Pokemon game doesn't let you catch it from, like, you know, the like after 5 minutes of introduction, they're like, go get him, Tiger.
Dude, Diamond and Pearl gives you the catching tutorial on the second route of the game, but you can buy Pokeballs just straight up in the first town.
You can just walk up and be like, give me these.
Yeah.
I'm a man on a mission. Gotta catch something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah. Poor Limit confirmed.
Wow.
Yeah. We can't get an unfair advantage against the rival who fucking steals a goddamn Pokemon.
It turns out cheating will get you everywhere.
Exactly. I mean, Dio cheats when he puts on that mask, so, like...
Yeah. Fuck. So uncultured. Just listen to crazy... I just listen to crazy electronic bands and crap like that. I have not seen a single episode of that beautiful JoJo thing.
Really?
I understand some of the memes, particularly the time-stopping one.
Zawarudo! Yeah.
You got it. Zawarudo, or however it goes.
I have actually only watched, like, the first couple episodes of, Battle Tendency, and I've seen all of Phantom Blood. Phantom Blood's fucking amazing, by the way. But yeah.
Those sound like seasons in...
They're basically seasons. And the only reason you can really say... Okay.
The only reason you can say, what's that?
Only reason I can say they're different seasons is they're different, like, JoJo's every time.
Ah, I see.
So there's, like, a different story constantly being told.
Oh shit. Is it kind of like the Link thing where...
Yeah.
Link isn't the same person every step of the way, it's a legacy more than a single dude?
Well, okay, Link is, like, basically a reincarnation.
Right, that's pretty much the argument.
So it's not like that at all, because each JoJo actually is completely different.
They're actually a very different fella.
Yeah, they're very different people, but they're all stuck in like the same loop of stupid shit all being tied together going wrong for them specifically. So
it seems like a very beautiful series. Everybody seems to have taken to it quite well.
It's apparently huge in Japan. So when they finally actually finally started getting it over here, like everyone was excited.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, a good comic by our friend Sonic. They were close to naming a Pidgey the word.
Oh yeah. Close to naming my Pidgey the word, as opposed to the world. Yeah.
You know what? If I ever acquire myself a Pokemon game, like in physical edition, computer or otherwise, however it turns out,
yeah,
I think I'm definitely going to play one Pokemon game where my aim is to catch every single. I mean, there's obvious want to catch them all, but for every single bird Pokemon that I catch is going to be named the word.
The word.
I might even number them.
Word is the word. So I actually had one time I played this game where I caught every rodent-like Pokemon, and I named them all like Fat Quill, Hydro Quill, Thunder Quill, like that kind of stuff.
Like different iterations.
Yeah, and then Cyndaquil was just Cyndaquil.
Cindo.
Like Cyndaquil,
Did you? Were those all single word names, or
no?
They have
okay, all the others were 2 words.
All the others were 2 words. It would be really good if you named your Cyndaquil Cindo.
I think I might have called it Pyroquill, but like, I'm pretty sure it was just still Cyndaquil, like generic name.
It makes sense.
It was really good.
It is basically the center of this Quill universe.
Exactly. I think I had also caught a Rattata and named it Blandquill. So, or generic Quill, something like that. I don't remember what I could actually put in with the character limit on the names.
The character limits can be it's a jungle sometimes of creativity. Yeah. It's hard enough to name things when you have an entire paper to write on,
I think I'm gonna catch a Sentret first and then name it We're Number 1.
Sounds good.
Like,
my favorite part is about Sentret, now that I'm really taking a look at it in this like Pokemon Battle Stance and all that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has less impact because you can't see it here. You see what it's like when you're doing moves against it. It's up on its tail. It's like pointing backwards, but it's also got that thing like its arms out and like he just did the. You just thumped his little fuzzy chest and like he's trying to intimidate you.
Yeah. It's really funny. They do that so they can see farther, actually.
That makes a lot of sense.
Like there's a given reason in game as to why they do that, which is really good.
If you have a body mass about the size of a throw pillow, I would imagine you want to get a little higher to see danger coming.
Yeah. I mean, when you're constantly being beaten up by novice trainers, like you'd want to get pretty high.
Makes a lot of sense. Man, it's good. I honestly I really hope to be able to get a chance to play every Pokemon game going into the future.
Yeah,
it's been incredible, like experiencing it vicariously through the culture that has liked it. Basically.
Yeah.
Watching other people play the games all the time.
So like, personally, I think my favorite games in the series are the Sinnoh games, closely followed by the Unova games. Gen 5 is where my favorite Pokemon came from. So like, I'm gonna be partial towards Black and White because that's how I got introduced to Sandile.
Oh yeah.
And like you've seen that picture I posted in the chat where it's the Sandile card with the googly eyes on it.
Oh shit! I did see that.
It's one of my favorite pictures I currently own.
I think it's just a I think it's just a golden photo. Like if you don't even
It's
know
such a-
somebody, if you don't know somebody and you send that to your phone, you're like instantly office friends or something.
Exactly.
It's just, it's like wholesomely funny.
Yeah, here's the other Sandow picture I've got. I'm just gonna like take a break while we're streaming and send this to you personally.
All right.
But it's this art on DeviantArt. If I describe it, people will probably know what I'm talking about. But it's a Sandow just eating a Muda. Like, I don't know why, but the vague realism of the Pokemon in that just really looks good to me.
Because of the proportions of the Sandile, but also how real it looks to an actual
Yeah, like an actual like baby crocodile.
baby croc. That's the thing. I can't tell if it's a baby crocodile or if it just has a gigantic head.
Yeah.
Like I think it's the size of your average crocodile, or at least like the size of your leg or something.
Yeah, I think it's a juvenile, but yeah, like baby crocodiles have surprisingly big heads. Like
Luna is like halfway in its jaw. That's horrible.
Also, here's your boy Oak just checking out my Totodile.
Oh boy. Oak really just kind of shows up when he's needed, don't he?
Yep. Oak is the one who gives you the Pokedex, not Elm, and Elm is the region's professor, technically speaking.
That makes sense.
But like, Elm doesn't give you the introduction. He doesn't... What the hell is that outside? Oh! There's a hummingbird out there! Sweet!
Ah, that's what sound is.
Yeah.
Those are all over somewhere.
So like... Okay, so I had previously lived in East Tennessee for a while. Or for basically all my life. But, like, finally moving across the Mississippi River, I've seen so many more hummingbirds because there's more than just one species.
Oh, you only got like one species over there?
Yeah, there's only ruby-throated hummingbirds on the east side of the Mississippi.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's terrible.
How does that happen?
I don't know. I'm very confused. By the way, in case you missed it, the guy who actually lives in this house just gave us a fucking egg.
Oh, the freaking Fedora man just handed you an egg and said,
Yeah, he was
hey.
like, hey, here's this thing I found. It's cool. This is why I called you out here.
You see, that's a way to tell a child, like, hey, I got like 13 eggs and and I have a 12 egg incubator, so there you go,
Yep.
kid, take care of it. Best of luck. I gotta
if
get
you-
back to my sign.
Yeah. If you actually come back after beating like the post game. Oh no. They actually tell you during. Yeah, I forgot for a moment. They actually tell you during the story. But the like Mr. Pokemon was just straight up given that egg and was told to deliver it to Elm, and then like everything else that happens as a result of that was
Like that,
all on purpose, basically.
like that one moment.
Yeah, that one
was on
moment set
purpose.
everything else in the story in motion, basically.
Well, I appreciate you bringing it up.
Yeah, you're welcome. It is such a small moment that you'll probably like blink and miss it if you're playing for the first time.
Honestly, my beginner's impression does just feel like this guy is like,
Hey,
I was supposed
Snox,
to
what's
take
up?
this. Hey, he's good to see. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
What the hell was it? My beginner's impression is that the reason he gave you the egg is because he's like, hey, I'm supposed to deliver this to this place like half an hour ago.
Yeah.
I've already forgot, so why don't you take it and you can be the courier and he'll yell at you less because you're a child.
Yeah, okay, so I've been skipping over dialogue like a motherfucker.
Right.
But, like, so you get called to the lab by the professor, and he's like, okay, so we got a message from this guy. They changed it slightly in this version. But they're like, so we got a message from this guy this morning, and we're like, we don't have anyone who can go do this, so you take one of these Pokemon off our desk, and just go do this because we're too lazy to do it ourselves.
Yeah, that was that impression. Also,
And-
these fellas are squaring off.
Yeah. Can you tell what Pokemon these are?
Ah, frick. Is the top one a bird?
Yes.
That's a Pidgey, or at least a Pidgeot.
Yeah, it's a Pidgey.
That's a Pidgey. And then you got a Rattata-Tat-Tat.
Yeah.
You can tell by the bulbous tail. It's
You can tell
On the other
because
end.
it's a purple rat.
it is a rat in the shape of. It's a rat in the shape of purple.
It's a rat in the shape of purple. Someone clip that, please. I need to send that to Kyle.
It's a rat in the shape of purple.
It's a rat in the shape of purple.
That's a good one. But yeah, thank you for bringing up that important moment relative to the story.
Yeah.
Whilst you were doing it, 25% of my brain was
Exploding. So,
yes.
So one of your brain cells was exploding.
Yes, you got it. The other side, the other hemisphere of my brain cells. The other hemisphere of my brain cells was imagining that, because I said the Professor Oak always shows up when he's needed.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see a stupid as absolute crap Pokemon action movie. Like, it could even be like a Pokemon ripoff or something. You know, like it's a Pokemon-like world, but they give them all like different kind of names.
Yeah.
And the point being is that I'd love to see a really stupid action movie, especially in the theme of like an Avengers thing. And Oak is like he's like the Nick Fury. Like he
Okay.
always just emerges from the shadows and is like, well, what?
See, I kind of was hoping that they would do that at the end of Detective Pikachu.
That would have been really funny if they went overboard at the end of Detective.
Also, Detective Pikachu was a damn good movie. Like, just in general.
I still gotta go see it. I've
Yeah.
heard really good things about it.
I liked it, mostly because they stayed very true to the actual Pokemon designs, which is something they did not do at the Sonic trailer.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's been a lot of commentary on the internet about that one.
yeah. Sonic Sceptile Warrior, what were you just trying to... Oh, okay. Right, I need to fix that. Yeah, just, like, send me the link to that clip, in DMs. Or, like,
No links on Twitch, my friend.
yeah. Or like, post it on Twitter and, like, tag me or something like that. Right. Chikorita fight. I should actually be paying attention.
Chikorita is wondering why you're standing still for 45 seconds. Ay.
Yeah, here we go.
Bless you? Question mark?
Yeah, I got something in my throat. Ow.
Is it tight? Oh, I'm sorry about that, mate. Dude, there's been some kind of funk going around recently.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's crazy. Like, I have on-off days. Well, my mom's been telling me that she's been feeling like sick one day, healthy the next. It's weird.
You're doing okay for someone weak. You picked a Chikorita, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Like-
the nerve.
I'm sorry, Chikorita is kind of the worst starter of the set. Like, if you're able to play a wall well, by all means, props to you. But Chikorita is not even good at that, you know?
It's Chikorita is a good Pokemon, but in concept, not getting,
Yeah, because they gave it...
halfway to that. Which is what the game's all about.
Yeah. Glorified
So-
cockfighting.
Chikorita's good person, bad warrior. Happens all the time.
It's sort of, but not quite Unthreg.
Exactly.
Because at least you're really good in a fight. As a monk.
I'm at least very stylish in a fight.
Yeah, exactly.
I can drop a sweet ghost drop kick any day of the week, but
And then you can, like, clothesline a guy who runs at you, you know?
I only did it because he was tripping, so he already had all the forward momentum and none of the stop.
Exactly.
So I figured the worst I could do is miss.
Yeah.
Maybe not prone, but in the meantime, I can catch the momentum, flip him entirely backwards.
By the way, we just totally stole his trainer card when he bumped into us, and then he stole it back.
We stole it from him, and then he stole it.
Yeah, he was like, hey, that's mine.
Is that
The fuck you
the
doing?
Is that the rival butthead?
Yeah, that's the rival butthead who was staring into the window earlier.
Have we named the rival?
We're about to do that when we get back to the lab. Do you have a name in mind?
Absolutely not. I have no idea.
Alrighty.
Also, you gotta do the centric reading dance. In a forest full of centrics, that can really take it out of you.
Yeah.
It's the only way they don't jump on your head and start eating your hair.
I love how they've got that target on their stomach.
They do. Wait a freaking second. Which Pokemon is a bear that it like turns in? That has like a moon on.
Oh,
its
you're thinking of
stomach or
Ursa Ring. That's a thing in this game, but it evolves from Teddy Ursa, which is an obvious bear.
Alright, it does not evolve from Sentret, which would be a hell of an upgrade going from flying squirrel
no.
to bear.
So Sentret has a fucking delightful upgrade when it evolves. It becomes Furret.
Oh my god, it turns into the freaking ferret.
Yeah, like you've seen the image of like the really long Pokemon that's set to that one town's music, right?
Oh, I think I have.
Yeah, that's Furret,
quality.
and it's awesome.
It's amazing.
The actual town, I believe, I think it's Cumula Town, is the town that the music's from. All of the towns in Unova are named after clouds, which is stupid. But Cumula Town is the theme that they use for the Furret Walk.
I see. Yeah.
Also,
We set our
there's.
scene. What's
Okay.
that?
No, go ahead.
We set our scene in Cumula Town.
Yeah.
But you were saying. Also, this person's got pigtails like beyond their arms.
Yeah, she does. All right.
That is absurd.
Oh, what should I use for the rival's name?
Oh,
Always
boy.
the question I have.
Holy crap. You see, this is always the moment in Pokemon where you think you're gonna answer it like really quickly, and it's gonna be really witty. I can't name anything in my life.
The girlfriend and I have been playing a lot of Persona 5 lately.
Is this like a
I don't like catchy.
is this like a subtle rivalry thing?
Yeah. So like
Sounds good.
so in Diamond and Pearl, you get to name your rival,
Call them Chad.
and can't name him Chad. Like Totodile evolves into a Chad. Like
That's true, but we're talking like
yeah,
the good Chad versus the evil Chad.
that's true.
AKA every Disney movie end for 20 years.
Yeah, the Virgin Chad versus the
Virgin Chad versus the Chad Virgin.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a difference.
I would love to see someone actually make that.
Dude, there's a really good one. Have you actually seen the photo for the for the Virgin Chad?
Like what specifically?
Like it is the form of Chad. You know the man.
Yeah.
Walks like an idiot. Bulged down to his knees, and except in this one, he is the Virgin, and he's like a dude who goes to church like twice a week. He's got like a nice shirt on. And it's a hilarious like take on the whole.
I don't think I've seen that. That's really funny though. I like it.
Funny. It's a funny one. I'll send it to you if I dig it up somewhere.
Alrighty.
Either way, the culture of today and the shit we come up with is absolutely incredible.
Oh yeah. So your mother's like, hey, while you're on this journey, why don't I take half of your money and then spend it on shit you don't want? It's nice to have just in case, though.
I love how they make it sound like it's just like, hey, here's a good way that you could use money, but the reality is just like, here, you're going to be sending money back to your dear mom, like you should.
Yeah.
They always make like doing the right thing your idea in some way. Like they try to make it sound like.
Yeah. If they don't make it sound like your idea, they force you into it. Like even if you choose no, you're like, but come on, but thou must.
But you gotta.
Like, on TV tropes, that is 100% called But Thou Must.
But that's the TV trope.
Yeah,
But that must.
But Thou Must.
That makes sense. Also, this trainer is gonna get eaten alive.
I love that, just watching Meryl jump, and then watching Lyra jump, and then watching Meryl jump again.
Do you think canonically that's how it works? Every time you press the order button, you jump up, and then every time they do something based on your order, they jump up, and that's what it looks. That's what it looks like to everybody else.
To be fair, like, they have to be making movements in order to do these fights. Like, so them jumping up is probably just them showing it off.
That makes sense.
But, like, you jumping up and down, I don't think makes much sense.
I think it only makes sense if in the game it's also like wow, 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 and then the Pokemon is like wow, 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 and then you're like wow, wow, wow. You know,
Exactly.
the sounds that were made through those machines back then.
It was really funny.
You know how it is. But I also love the idea that if you don't have any Pokemon on you, and you just run away from every time an animal tries to assault you.
You mean you don't do that in real life?
I mean, that's what I do in real life with most animals.
Exactly.
It's like, I don't have an animal to fight you with. I gotta book it, man.
I've got a book I can fight you with, but I don't know how much it's gonna help.
I don't know any.
I can throw my vanilla ice cream at it.
I don't know any moves. I don't know how to stick this TM into my body. It doesn't fit in most places.
Where do they actually fit the TMs into Pokemon?
Eyeballs. You see, their eyes are so huge. You can actually, their pupil can actually be used like a SD card slot.
Oh my god! Hey, here's a Sentret.
It's not squishy. It's just like the second that you insert the card into their eyeball, you realize they're.
You realize they're actually you realize you're actually mechanical.
And all of them are actually just like mascots for amusement parks. In the before age, before the Skyfire.
Lord have mercy.
Which is a long way of saying that these entertainment robots have taken over the planet, but then they got docile and now we can domesticate them.
Well, they got docile because they realized that killing off humanity wasn't fun anymore when they had basically achieved world domination.
Yeah.
So they're like, we'll just leave the rest of you fuckers alive.
I love how it was like, it's not funny anymore. Like, they just stopped having a good time tearing people apart.
Yes, I'm nicknaming the Sentret. I said I was gonna do that earlier.
Mm-hmm. That's the rule.
I said I was gonna do it. I did it.
He's doing it. We are number one. It's immortalized, at least in this save file.
Yep, he is currently in the save file. And now he's currently out of his ball.
Oh lord. He's free upon the world.
We are number one seems to be about to fall over.
It looks like you're getting chased by a jackalope. Like a rabbit that has horns sticking up out of its head.
Exactly.
Also, when it's facing sideways, do you see its pupil?
Yeah,
it's always looking at. It's not looking at the trainer. It's looking at you. But look.
It knows. It knows.
It does know.
I mean, okay, it makes sense that it would actually have prey eyes, where like they're really more on the side of the head than anything else.
Not the forward facing, which is like Apex Predator or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Prey eyes. Can you imagine being a sentient species, but you still have like the sideways eyes, like a horse or a goat?
Yeah. The way those work apparently is like their brains just autocorrect what's supposed to be in front of them based on what they see out of their two eyes. It's like they've got a massive blind spot, but their brain autocorrects it anyway.
They just kind of piece it together in front of them.
Yeah, exactly.
But they got a great view of the horizon that's like...
Jesus, crits!
Dear Lord, this bird is taking the...
We're number one, getting 15 experience points. I do not regret this name, by the way.
It's not that one. I wish I was more awake so that I could provide some clever name ideas here and there.
Yeah. So like there are specific Pokemon I will always prefer over others. So like in the daytime you'll be able to get Sentret and Pidgey more frequently. But at night, I think all the Pidgeys are replaced by Hoot Hoot, and then the extra, or like the chance you have to get Sentret is replaced with extra chance for Rattata.
Huh.
So like you can still get Rattata in the day, like I just showed, but
It gave you more chances to get the rat.
yeah, it gives you more chances to get the rat because you aren't getting Sentret at night.
That makes sense. It also makes sense that while flying squirrels sleep, regular brown and black rats are they're scurrying around.
Sentret's not really a flying squirrel, really.
Really
Although
looks
I'm not 100% sure what Sentret's supposed to be. I know there's like a little bit of raccoon and meerkat in the design, with the way it stands up, but also the raccoon tail.
I think the big idea is that striped tail, but also it's so big that it's on its own tail.
Yeah,
I always say flying squirrel because of the
the way the arms look. Basically, they're very chunky.
It's basically it's literally a pillow if you put ears and eyeballs on it.
Yeah, it pretty much is.
Like it just has that like rectangular but also soft dimension.
Well, and then for it's a neck pillow, you know.
This is basically a neck pillow, not
Yeah.
Dude, this is literally a pillow evolving into a neck pillow.
Yeah, it's great.
Blowing my mind. I understand everything about Pokemon now. It's not just species that look like a different species. It's actually like we're talking like conceptual evolvement. We're talking like broom evolving into a vacuum cleaner, kind of crazy.
Also, I'm legit surprised we've never seen that in Pokemon proper.
So I mean,
The closest thing we have to a broom is a chinchilla.
It could be really rude to chill for a broom. Trap that on the end of a stick and go crazy.
Stick it on the end of the stick.
It'd be really rude.
It'd be really mean, yeah. I'm gonna have to switch Pokemon because you are taking too many hits.
Boy's getting his steez pushed in.
Eh.
Him and the Pidgeys are equally matched, typically in level as well.
Yeah, that like 6 level gap I'm closing ASAP. That's disgusting.
As pain, ain't not letting that happen.
Yep. So I'm gonna try and do something that I've never done before with raising a Sentret. I'm gonna keep Foresight on it.
How's that work?
Okay, so I'm just gonna pull up the moves so you can see what they are. So it just has it has Scratch by default, which, you know, pretty solid early damage. Foresight allows you to hit evasive foes and ghost types with normal moves.
Holy crap!
Ghost is actually immune to normal and fighting moves. And there's an actual ghost gym in this game. So if I take Sentret, keep Foresight on it, and then take it into the fight against Morty, the ghost gym leader,
Yeah.
I'll be able to use same type advantage boost to kill it.
Dude, I would do a lot of things to have the power to punch ghosts. That's awesome. Oh god, it's just Spearow.
Yeah.
The difference between falcons and hawks. Which is to say, not a lot.
Yep. I think I'm actually gonna use Spearow, because I never use it.
Really? Dude, I love the idea of an experimentation playthrough.
I mean, I don't hold on to a lot of Pokemon that I don't tend to use for most of a playthrough. So, like, I have to make a conscious decision, hey, I'm gonna try and use this for most of the playthrough if I can. But, like, I will almost always grab Hoot Hoot.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, It's just really freaking good.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about that Pokemon. It's very well made.
Yeah. Noctowl's got one of the better designs for Pokemon, honestly. Like, don't at me.
Don't at me, but it's true.
Yep.
Don't at me, I speak the truth. It's real good. I'm trying to remember other types of Pokemon from this. What year did this friggin' kind of time slot of game come out?
Okay, so actual, like, Johto? I think Johto came out in 99.
When in particular did this game come out?
This one came out in 2000 and... Was it 2008? Or was it 2010? It was something like that.
Something.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it was 2008. There was 2 years between the release of Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and then Black and White. Black and White was early 2010.
Actually, just looked it up. I think it's like 2009.
Yeah, you might be right, actually.
September 2009, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think the coolest part, and this is entirely from seeing.
I'm so old. I remember picking this game up from Toys R Us with the pre-order figure that is now broken. All right, Val.
Oh man, Toys R Us memories.
Yeah, Toys R Us memories. Apparently, they actually came back.
Like they rose from the grave because people heard like they were going out of biz.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
All right, so now Spearo's out of its Pokeball. We're all dead.
Oh boy.
Actually, that's freaking cute.
It's a hungry little bird.
Yep.
I think that's the one that was battling the rat, isn't it?
Nope. Pidgey was battling that rat earlier.
Oh, frick.
Also, we're both gonna go kick We're gonna kick both their asses.
Yes. Also, there's something really, what's the word? Endearing about being chased on foot by a bird.
Yeah.
The bird could obviously catch you much faster, but it's running on its little feet. Catch up with you.
So it's playing fair, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. This is entirely from a vicarious point of view about Pokemon and all that. You know, having never played it much myself.
Yeah.
One of the cool things about like the changing universe, especially with the introduction of like Alolan forms and crazy shit like that, is watching. It's just like watching extra groups of people show up to a club and then start interacting.
Yeah, it's really cool, actually.
Like you got the guys that showed up that have been there from the start, but you also got like the dudes that showed up in like the third time they introduced new Pokemon, like fifth time they introduced new Pokemon or something like that.
Yeah.
And then they start interacting, and it just gets a feeling of like the whole world of it just grows larger, I guess.
It's honestly really impressive just how well they integrate like new Pokemon with old Pokemon, and how well they integrate like new fans with old fans.
It's really cool. It's great to get people inspired.
Also, can I just say on the topic of like you not having played a whole lot of Pokemon, the number of times my hand hits my face when I watch you actually playing for Starfall is kind of ridiculous.
If you ever get any bills for brain damage, I will pay them.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
I'm a desperate boy, and I have no idea what actually works. You've seen how many times I like try every move in a Pokemon's allotment, and then I just start doing the only one that did the most damage.
Yeah, that's kind of how just learning Pokemon works. If you don't like look up everything beforehand, which is something I do Probably more than I should. But like,
It happened.
you also need to keep in mind like, what's going to hit your Pokemon hard, and try and
That's very
keep it
true.
out of the line of fire. And you don't do that very well.
That's true. Most of the time, I'm just like, I'm going to use this Pokemon until he hurt, and then I'm going to use a different one.
Yeah,
And a lot of time, it like changes to a different Pokemon that's going to burn mine alive. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you get him, champ. If you're fast enough, you won't do damage.
Yeah, you also have, like, you have an Ivysaur, you have a Beedrill, and you have an Ekans. Like, dude, that's too much poison. Like,
It's like,
pick
a
whatever
lot
you
of
like,
poison.
you know, pick whatever you like, but maybe balance your team's typing a bit better.
And at least get a heavy hitter if you're going to do, like, if you're going to go for a theme of liking those types.
Yeah,
Or, like, only having bug types, at least have one guy that can, like, really, like, elbow drop somebody.
yeah, exactly. Which is funny, because in Generation 1, I think there's only 2 bug types that are heavy hitters.
Ooh. Really?
And they're Scyther and Pinsir.
It's those two in particular and nobody else.
Yeah, because like the others evolve really quickly or just don't have enough of a DPS. Did I seriously just do that? I'm not using Circle Pet anymore. That was a Twitch Plays Pokemon moment.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, bird versus bird, fight of the century.
Oh lord. Scrobby. Scraw.
Screamy, scraw!
Screamy Scraw. That happens a lot all the time. Man,
Yeah.
I've been having some serious like short-term memory loss. What were we just talking about before you walked 6 feet and then tripped down 1 foot?
We were talking about like getting heavy hitters
That's the
for
one.
like a monotype team. I've actually
Yeah.
I've
was
actually
just
tried doing
thinking-
that.
Yeah. Going for like themed runs in this is probably like one of the best ways that
Yeah.
I think someone could keep playing Pokemon forever.
Yeah, well, I mean, Pokemon's got a lot of replayability just because of the variety you can do,
Yeah.
and like you don't even have to keep any Pokemon on your team at all.
It's very true.
So I my first run through of any Pokemon game, I did not have a starter. Oh, jeez, I didn't think that was gonna kill me. Whoops, my bad.
Snuck up on you on that one.
I was like, oh, it's gonna be like 4 HP. Nope.
Not quite.
Not quite. This ain't it, Chief.
This is not. This is what they refer to as not being it.
Yeah. So I think what just happened there is this Pidgey's like got really high attack.
He's got it. Man, he does got a little bit of like sauce in punches.
Yeah. So I'm gonna catch this just in case.
Smart.
I can't think of anything I want to get for a name. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but I named that Spearow Talo? Question mark?
I did notice that as well as the question mark, I believe.
Do you know what that's a reference to?
I don't.
Twitchy ass Talo evolves into Spearow, which is a Game Grumps joke.
Taylor evolves into Spearow.
It doesn't, it evolves into Swellow. Nice try, John. Talo evolves into... Talo actually evolves into Swellow, but he's like, evolves into Spearow. Get Wingull.
I love the old style grump jokes, dude.
Yeah, they're really good. Do you remember the episode where Ash caught a Pumbloom? Dude, no! I'm never
a
gonna be able to
Pumbloom.
imitate them, but it's really good.
They will never be. You can never be them, and they will only ever be themselves.
Yeah, like, okay, so like, believe whatever you want about John and Danny being, switched out, but like, the Game Grumps are still really good.
That's very true.
I don't like the way they do things because they are complete and total idiots sometimes.
Naturally.
But
You watch them because they talk real silly, and I usually do other stuff when listening to them. But,
yeah, don't bother watching Game Grumps to watch Game Grumps. Watch Game Grumps to listen to Game Grumps.
Exactly. And to watch them
Exactly.
suffer when they can't get past a certain section of a game.
That requires one switch to be pulled. You know, it's just like
Exactly.
I would dread watching them play Persona 5. They would not figure it out.
And rip them apart.
It would rip them to shreds.
Anyway, we got a bird.
Yeah, we
It's
got a bird. And I'm
tack-
trying to think
It's
of.
a tackle bird. It did tackle really good, so I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring and offer a name.
Okay.
It's really stupid. One sec, I gotta remember my. What are those celebrities' names?
Wait, what? Aaron frustrates me so bad. I feel bad. Yeah.
Exactly. What is what is a football celebrity name? I'm trying to remember like the
Tom Brady.
You can name it. You can name it Brady. You can name it Bomb Trady.
I'll go with Brady. We'll go with that.
Brady's alright.
Which is really funny because Deflategate. It's so hard to throw that football with all that air in it.
Exactly.
It was just a flying sack at that point.
It's so hard to throw a bird with all that air in it.
It's so hard to throw a bird with all that air in it. Damn it, Gene.
Can you imagine a sport where they don't kill the bird, but they do throw a bird around?
Like, they just clip its wing feathers so it can't actually fly, and they just throw it back and forth.
What if they don't clip its wing? What if they don't clip its wing feathers?
If they don't clip its wing feathers, it just flies the fuck away. It's done with your shit.
But get this, right? This is in a certain section of the future, and what happens is they attach a little magnet to its chest by a harness,
Oh god.
and if they fly too far away from the stadium, they just do the magnet, and it zips back at a steady like 7 miles per hour.
That's awful, but also hilarious.
It doesn't fly into the floor because that would be cruel. But
Exactly.
also, the 2 gold posts are also covered in these responding magnets. So if you throw the bird close enough to the post, it's going to automatically attract to the post, and then if you have a bird on the post, that's a score. And the game is called Bird on the Post.
Bird on the post. Best name for a sport.
Dude, I haven't watched any Rick and Morty going on a couple months now, but that's exactly how my brain works.
I haven't seen any of Rick and Morty. I don't know if I'm interested in watching, honestly, but yeah.
It's a very understandable perspective. It's just weird.
I'm sorry, but the
But,
fandom does not do themselves any favors sometimes.
That's like every fandom, though.
Oh, of course. I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
It doesn't make it okay, but that is
Yeah.
every fandom, though. But you've probably heard some lines and the way they stutter and
Yeah.
the ridiculous like saying something, then stopping, and then saying something basically identical to it again.
God, I do that in real life, and I hate when I do it.
It happens.
Yeah. I know what that's like.
Can relate. Can understand.
I just made the joke, by the way. Anyway, if you didn't notice, I switched Centric back to the front of the party because it needs the most experience to level up out of the 3 that are level 4. That's the pro strats from the Quillman.
It's a pro strat. You're going to be running into these Pidgeys. They're going to be coming at you out of nowhere. Centric may not be at the top of its game. It could get tackled repeatedly, break its tiny little bones. What is its skeletal structure? I don't know.
I mean, there's got to be a lot of vertebrae in that tail, so it stands up on it.
That's fair. Dude, what if...
What if it was just jelly on the inside?
No.
Oh, okay, hang on. You gotta say it now. You gotta say what you're thinking now.
Something. It's so much worse.
Oh god.
Oh, Christ. Like, I know it's got little arms and legs, but what if it's just like a spinal cord in the tail, and then it's just a skull in the center of its body, and the skull has grown arms and legs?
Oh god, that's a cursed thought.
I can never unthink of Sentret being a spinal cord standing on the end of its spine.
I think it's just like got way too much loose skin. So like it's like it's got a tiny skull, and then it's got these tiny limbs, and then this really, really long spinal cord. But like its skin is like stretched all across of its body, so it's like it can turn its head, but its head does not have any definition. Like
right. Okay. Entertain this horrifying cursed thought.
Okay, here we go.
You see that little thing's face?
Yeah.
That's not its mouth, it's its nose. Look at
the giant white ring is its mouth.
It looks like ears. It's horrible. It's like a mutated skull with a spinal cord on it that has now grown hair.
Yeah. God.
That is
the anatomy of a Sentret.
Dude, this just gave me a whole idea of like a Pokemon game, but it's in like a Doom universe.
God.
Like it's a bunch of demons, but you're also domesticating them and catching them and making them fight each other.
Oh god. So it's more like Doom in a Pokemon style rather than Pokemon in a Doom style. No, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah, is Pokemon in a Doom style.
Yeah.
If it was Doom in a Pokemon style, you'd be running around
blowing up Pokemon.
or in first person, like throwing Pokeballs to keep them from eating you alive.
Well, I mean, that's what Pokemon Go is.
That's basically it.
That's basically it.
Except you gotta worry about cars and humans instead of the Pokemon.
No, cars and humans are there in the Pokemon world too.
That's true, but when you're playing Pokemon Go, the Pokemon aren't gonna be what kills you.
That's true. That's if you're playing Let's Go.
Exactly. But in that one, that's what they'll do you in.
Yeah, there you go.
Either way. So many Pokemon, dude.
Oh no, 7 damage. However will I survive?
Oh lord. The absolute travesty.
Why? GTFO.
I love how just with the differently colored bar, Pokemon is like embodied different fighting moves. In the sense of some of them only do like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And then other times you like we're not just talking like a one-shot kill where it like slowly drains all the way to 0. You know those ones where it really destroyed them and then it just goes
Yep.
The bar just empties.
It's just gone.
Exactly. Those are the ones where like you punch somebody so hard they like flip backwards.
Yeah.
Like, you know in the first glance they're not getting up from that one. Either way. Pokemon and all that.
Oh yeah, I need to charge my system.
Mm-hmm. This is one of the best series ever, man. Like, there's lots of series out there, but the longevity of this one, the way it's shaped people's childhood.
Yeah.
I'm waxing sentimental about basically the past 2 decades.
It's a shame it's
Like
gonna be over
like
soon. No, I'm kidding.
Dude, there could be the day. Or there could not be the day.
Well,
or there could be...
like, the day will come. The day will come. There's there's no getting around that fact. It's just, when is that day coming?
Exactly.
And if they're taking, like... So, like, Pokemon Masters... the one... Oh, hey! How's it going, Jake? Quick rundown of the time, yo. So, actual time right now, for me, is 2:18 p.m. We've been streaming since 1, so it's been over an hour and I'm still streaming, which is new.
Time flies when you're having conversations.
Absolutely. Guy I'm co-commentating with is actually a friend of Kyle's from the Castle Crashers group. So this is Gene.
We play the D&D thing together. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Let's see here. Who needs to go up in front? Definitely Pidgey. Let's see. Oh yeah, Jake's here and I need to catch a Weedle now.
Them's the
Well,
rules.
shit. Them's the rules. I gotta
immediately go catch a Weedle.
I gotta go catch a Weedle and name it Bob Ross.
You wanna give the context behind that one?
Okay. Beedrill's gotta kill Lance. Okay, so, Hideyoshi, my boy Hideyoshi here, has this series on his channel where he actually describes how to properly play specific species of Pokemon.
Sounds good. Like the species, not like a certain...
a whole species of Pokemon. So, like, how to play Venusaur, how to play Charizard, that kind of thing.
Right.
So, all Beedrill, I want to see if I can remember this properly. All Beedrill strive to perfect the craft of painting like their hero Bob Beedrill Ross.
Like their hero, Bobby Drill.
Bob Beedrill Ross.
Bobby Drill.
Yeah, I think I still have that picture, actually. But because I think I grabbed a picture of Bob Beedrill Ross to put in a Hunger Games. I do not have it, which is a pity. I'll send you a link to that later, I guess.
Please, yeah.
Because holy shit, these the videos are great.
If we catch a Beedrill or evolve one, can we please name him BD Ross?
Yeah. So I'm just
Bobby Drill Ross.
Yeah, I'm absolutely catching a Weedle and I'm naming it Bob Ross, and it's gonna have to be on the team for the entire rest of the game. You know what, Brady, you can stay in.
Yeah. He can handle it.
And if you can't handle it, then I'll swap you out for Halo. Still have the image if you need it. Yeah, if you want to just, like, shoot me that over Discord DM, I'll send it to Gene so Gene can see this.
That would be delightful.
It is 100% aesthetic. Very much like the Castle Crashers thumbnail that I put together. And you saw what that looked like, so...
It honestly looked like modern art, if I could be entirely honest.
Yeah.
That's just a matter of the fact, you know?
Also, for a little bit of context, I don't know if this means anything to you, but Jake actually lives in the UK. So if that tells you anything about what's going on. Yeah, here it is. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Here we go.
Also, UK fellers are top tier.
Yeah. UK fellas are top tier.
Oh my god.
Isn't it delightful?
The lower lip is too wholesome. Insects shouldn't look that approachable. Usually it's like, yeah, we're just gonna...
I think...
Happy trees over here.
Yeah. Happy bees over here.
Happy bees.
I think currently Jake's only gotten up to how to play Raichu, which, is, like, I think that one specifically, correct me if I'm wrong, Hideyoshi, but I think that one specifically gave you a lot of trouble. And, yeah, stopped at Raichu. I hope you continue that because it's so funny. But yeah.
It's delightful, my man.
I understand. Also, this same guy is doing a solo Magikarp run.
It's rough stuff.
This same guy's doing a solo Magikarp run in Fire Red.
I was wondering if that's ever possible. I was working in my brain about how do you even make that happen.
Yeah.
Like solo Magikarp, so it's not just a team of 6 Magikarp, which honestly would be what I would do.
Yeah, no, it's just like one Magikarp. That's it.
One Magic.
I've been working on a really long Tyrogue challenge run. I'm against Steven and Emerald. Jesus, dude!
My god.
Yeah, so...
That's rough stuff, my man.
Excluding the fact that, like, you and Kyle have been friends for a really, really, really long time, amongst, like, everyone else I know, outside the Starfall group, Jake here is the closest thing I know to you, basically.
That makes a lot of sense. I can see what you mean there.
Because Jimbo is hilarious and I love working with him, but he plays like an idiot on purpose because he enjoys that.
Yeah.
Um,
I've been that at times, many times in my life.
yeah, Jake does that too, but he plays it far more seriously, and it just makes it work even better.
Makes a lot of sense.
I specifically told Jimbo that he would love recording with Hideyoshi, and he was like, "Yeah, no, you were right." So
That is delightful.
yeah,
It's this Jake fella. He seems like he's real delightful and has a lot of redeeming qualities. Especially now that you said that he is like myself.
yeah, in many regards.
That's really good.
If I'm able to do it at some point, I want to try and get as many people together for like recording or streaming Jackbox. But like we're a ways away from that. Yeah, you're remembering your old Quiplash days.
Old school.
Yeah.
Jackbox. I've watched dudes play Jackbox and do silly shit all the time. That one time I was playing Jackbox on the channel, I was very hurried and stressed out, and I wasn't able to focus. But I would love a chance to play Jackbox again and throw some stupid, witty crap in the mix.
So one of the things that you can do, and Kyle honestly should have done, you can actually extend the timers for inputting stuff on Quiplash and Fibbage. Oh, that was a crit. I'm sorry.
Oh lord.
Oh lordy, coming.
Oh lord. Oh lord, he critting.
Yeah.
Either way.
All right. Let's see. I'll just turn around and talk to Centret. Centret's poisoned. Yay.
Yeah.
Do I have anything? I have one antidote. Cool. I'm not stepping back right now.
Stepping right back into the fire.
Yep. Watch the next attack be another poison sting, and also do that.
Lord.
God, I don't want to do what I just thought of doing.
Oh.
I think you know what I just thought of doing.
What exactly might that be?
Instead of catching a Weedle, I catch this Kakuna and raise that instead.
It's like if you get hit like a yellow goldfish, and then it dies in the first 3 days.
Yep.
And you're like, this is gonna break the kid's heart. I gotta go get another goldfish. And then you get an orange one, and you're like, it's the same goldfish.
Yep.
Where's Kakuna?
He's Kakuna with no evolution. No.
Make it our child. It is our cocoon child.
Oh dear God.
Our cloistered baby is gonna take on the 5.
Make sure that Kakuna.
Not the 5, the Elite 4.
Yeah. Well, I mean the Elite Four and Champion. You know.
That's why I got confused.
Yeah.
God, it sucks being a 20-year-old with like the brain of a 60-year-old.
I know what you mean, my dude. I know what you mean.
Yeah. The age, it hits you faster than you see it coming.
That was a nice 600 Pokédollars I spent. Just down the drain. Thanks, Kakuna.
You know, it's just little, it's little investments here and there. And investments don't always turn out profit. You catch my
Jesus Christ. This Kakuna, though.
drift. It's a saucy one.
This is a saucy boy.
Saucy little stinker. Either way. Here's Pokemon games, I tell you.
Yeah.
What if you catch Kakuna, start to raise it, but then we also raise a Weedle, except the Weedle is a junior.
And we don't evolve either of them.
Exactly.
That's a terrible decision.
They're the best friends that will stay kids forever and also get their...
Oh, I meant to nickname that. My bad. Okay, well, I guess it's just gonna be Kakuna from here on out. You can actually change the nickname, but I'm not.
Damn it. We missed a chance to... Well, that just shows that we can't raise that Kakuna, because what... Do you ever raise a person and just call them human?
Yeah? Excuse you?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that they aren't human, but I'm saying, is that the only way you refer to them?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, aside from you, you know?
Well, that much is understood. That's why I say you humans all the time. I don't know if I've made that evident in my usual parts.
Oh my god! We are number 1! What the hell was that?
Dear God. What is it when we are number...
If you evolve Kakuna, you gotta rename it Kakuna. You know what? That's fair. I can accept this.
No. What we gotta do is that we gotta catch a Weedle and then name it Kakuna.
And then we evolve the Weedle to Kakuna, and we evolve the Kakuna to Beedrill.
Exactly.
And whatever name had been on the Kakuna previously, we then put on the one that was previously a Weedle, and then we named the Beedrill Kakuna.
My brain is exploding. I'm not hydrated enough for this I'm not hydrated for this conversation.
I'm melting your brain. No mistakes, only happy accidents. I just saw you said that.
It's happy accidents.
Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break and get some water.
Sounds like a good idea. I also need to hydrate myself.
Yeah, so we will be right back. I'm gonna just turn the loading screen back on, I guess.
We'll be back after, as humans say, these commercial breaks.
Except I don't do commercials because I am not a good enough streamer for that yet.